So recently I've built a 16 by 8 feet workshop. There's a video about that coming soon, and this one is just about the guttering system that I've put in place. So let's go to the top. So there's a 16-foot total length of guttering here, and I've put some gutter mesh along the top. And that's just to keep the leaves out, because there's a few large oak trees around and a lot of leaves come off them in the autumn time, so I don't want the system to get blocked. So we've got a series of just standard guttering brackets. So we've got an end cap at the beginning, and we've got a series of brackets. I started off with a 12-foot section because I wanted as little joins as possible. So we go down, there's one join down here. There's the first join. This is a mixture of new guttering and recycled guttering. So then we've got, at the end, we've got an end cap, and there's the down pipe. So I've created a swan neck there, and I've just added a little section of pipe just to give it a bit more of a flow, so that it's not backing up too much if there's a heavy rain. So then we're going down. Here's the brackets attached directly to the shed. Got 4 brackets on here. This piece is about 2.2 meters high, something like that. And we're going down to here, and I've got a piece of guttering sunk into the ground, and I've put some French drain iron covers over the top of that. This is just a metal cover, so there's an opening here if I ever want to get my hand in and unblock it, so that's just a protective cover. At the bottom here we've got this outlet which makes sure that the rain doesn't splash out of this gutter. It's going directly down, and you can actually see it's been raining. You can just see it dripping there. So I've built it with a flow. The whole garden goes down on a slope, so I've just continued that slope down to the bottom of the garden, and I've dug a trench. That's not finished yet, I'm going to put a cover on there, but there's a trench, and then the land actually drops down, so there's some waste ground down there and the water disperses. So we've just had a really heavy rainfall, and as you can see the gutter's not even, the hole's not even full, so it's dispersing correctly, so that's all good. That's going to have a cover on it, and you can try this yourself. Piece of guttering, some of these drainage covers that I had lying around, and that is level with the floor, as you can see. So that just makes sure that none of this downpour gets stuck around this corner of the shed. I don't want this corner rotting, and that's also why I've built in this plastic skirt underneath, so when the water comes down it will just run straight off. So for a large shed with a large roof, you want to really think about where your water's going to go when it comes out of the guttering, because you're going to get a lot of flow come off that roof. As I say, this is a 16 by 8 shed. I'll just show you the size of it so you can see for yourself. You can see it's quite big, and there's a lot of rain coming off there, so I'm pretty confident now that that's going to work as it should. I hope that might have given you a couple of ideas if you're building a large shed and you're thinking about how to put the guttering up. I've just followed a straight system of swan neck at the end. You could have the swan neck further down, it depends on how you want it, but it is pretty straightforward. You just need to get yourself some brackets. These are cheap, all this is cheap from Wicks. A downpipe, brackets, these end pieces which vary, a swan neck, so this hasn't got like a 45-degree angle, it's I'm not sure what it is, but it's got a nice slope to it, so you can imagine if that was too extreme like this, leaves and things might get clogged in there, so that it just allows a flow. And I've just added up a section to give it a bit more flow. It's all tight. No need to silicone any of these pieces, just push them snug and then allow the brackets to hold everything in place. You can see that's not moving at all. It's good to use a bit of gutter mesh as well. This was only cheap. I actually found that this mesh in the pound shop, you cut it to size, it's got some little brackets that hold it in place. So that's about it for the guttering system at the moment, and after a heavy downpour it is working
as expected. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.